We continue also to track the RFK Stadium bill that's stuck in the Senate. It would pave the way for D.C. to build a new football stadium and bring the Commanders back to the district. Christian Flores has been following the story closely for months and explains how the state of Maryland could play a role.
Sources tell 7 News the RFK Stadium bill will likely be attached to the funding bill to prevent a government shutdown, with a deadline being this Friday. However, it's not just members of Congress who have the ball in their court. And the Maryland delegation has raised questions about what will happen in Northwest Stadium should the team leave. Cheers from Washington Commanders fans could soon vibrate off the walls of a new stadium at the old RFK site in D.C. But the state of Maryland could play a role.
I don't have a vote, and when people are saying, can you push it through? I was like, I wish I had that kind of power to either push something through or to block something. This is something that's right now with the United States Senate.
Maryland-Governor-Wes-Moore, in an interview with 106.7 The Fan, says he has no say in the matter. But a Washington Post report reveals the Commanders and Prince George's County leaders have signed an agreement stating the team will pay for the teardown of Northwest Stadium and plan the redevelopment for the area that will bring in equal economic benefit. But Governor Moore has yet to sign.
I think it is intolerable for anybody that right now what we have is essentially 200 acres of land that is used 6 days of the year for 2 hours, and they have not focused on development and the build out around it. So I think that has to happen no matter what, and I think that the stadium can be a real anchor.
Moore and the Prince George's County Executive's Office declined to comment. The question now will be if senators from Maryland block the inclusion of the RFK Stadium bill into the funding bill. Earlier this month, Senator Chris Van Hollen spoke to 7 News about his concerns with the bill.
Should they decide to move to RFK and D.C., that's their decision. But we want a clear commitment that they're going to invest in redeveloping the site that they currently have for the benefit of the community.
In Prince George's County, Christian Flores, 7 News.
Christian, thank you. Mayor Bowser asked today about the RFK Stadium bill. Here's what she had to say.
It's still in the hands of the Senate, and my remarks continue to be the same, that D.C. has done everything in our power to move this legislation through the process. We're talking about almost 200 acres of land in D.C. that's currently blighted. The taxpayers of the district are willing to step up and put that land back into productive use, more jobs, more recreation, sports, parks, and connections to the river. So it's time to move the bill.
If Congress doesn't act before the end of the year, the process will have to start over again in January.